How's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at the Transformers 2007 Voyager Class Ironhide. And I will say this is one of my favorite Voyager classes, at least from the original movies. Ironhide is just a really nice, fun, and chunky toy. He is very straightforward. Verily is apparently a word now. He is very straightforward. But I know his entire front windshield and grill front windshield is a very big issue when it comes to these toys. And I did at one point try and remedy that, but I failed drastically at it. But we will talk about that in robot mode. Originally released back in 2007 to coincide with the 2007 movie being released of June of that year. Ironhide, at the time, was a really, really good representation. Granted, I know there's some people that like the Studio Series better, or the Masterpiece better, or the Hunt for Decepticons one better. But this is a really, really nice stepping stone of what the figure could be. Because he has like a gazillion repaints. I say that, and there was probably like 3 or 4 with like a couple of different retools. Maybe just the one I don't know. I'll just search this up. But yeah, I love this toy a lot. And since I already have him here for comparison, here he is with the Hunt for Decepticons Deluxe Class Ironhide. Now, it is an unfair comparison to put a Deluxe against a Voyager, but it just gives you a good idea of what the would have been a 4-year difference between the two releases could give you. This one was released in 2010. He was 07. And yeah, if you want something to play with, definitely this one. But if you want to be nostalgic like I do, definitely this one. For other comparisons, here he is with figures I've already reviewed from the 2007 movie, at least the main Autobots. Here he is with Bumblebee. That's a really nice scale. And here he is with Optimus Prime. And that isn't too bad either. I kind of like how that scales, actually. Since I know Ironhide's truck was supposed to be a really big truck, but not as big as a semi. So I kind of like the way that scales. Get out of the way, Prime. So yeah. I would compare it with the Recon Ironhide Frankenstein figure I have, but I don't feel like messing with that thing until I get an actual Recon Ironhide. So he's just going to stay where he is. Ironhide does come with accessories. Obviously, they're right here. And we can take those off. Give him a much cleaner silhouette of a truck mode. And not like he loses any form of ground clearance. Ironhide here is a really good representation of a 2007 GMC 4500 top kick. I could be wrong on the model. And here's just a quick photo of what the top kick looks like. I think the toy captures it pretty well. To get to to get to transformation, we're going to start by addressing the issue with this toy. I'm going to pop out the sides of the cab here, and same as the sides of the bed. Oh, one detail I did forget, he has a really nice Autobot insignia there on the back of his truck. I just wanted to point that out before I forgot. This entire section was clear plastic, or at least the windshield, so when people went to go transform it, some of them would run the risk of snapping a small piece right there. And I unfortunately was one of those. This was like right out of high school when I bought this thing. So I tried to do my own plastic welding and I failed drastically. So sadly now my Ironhide has to parts form. It's got no choice. So I'll put this roof there. And just to prove it to you, I disassembled the entire figure. There's the top half of the figure just to get that piece out. But now with that out of the way, I'm going to grab the front bumper here. We're just going to pull it down and it'll spring those bits out. Front legs, or front arms, we're just going to flip up the front tires there, which will bring the front arms up. And he's going to grow just a little bit. So for this section, we're just going to flip one arm up all the way, flip down this piece here, and then everything we just got to work around is going to rotate like so. Now we can flip that piece back up. His head, we're just going to reach in there, and it's just going to come out like butter. There we go. And then we use his two front wheels. There's a very specific peg right there that the front wheels utilize to hold everything in place. And his head ain't going anywhere. Bringing his arms down like so. And these bits here are just going to fold in like so, and then we're just going to angle that door there. Same thing for this side. Flip that all the way in, and then just angle it like there. We're going to bring this piece out, and then flip that entire section up. I'm going to accordion everything down like so. Then it just pegs into the waist. Rotate his arms so those pegs are facing outwards. And lastly, we're going to split the legs. Take this section here, and we're just going to bring it down. The automorph will shift everything around his leg. Same thing for this side. Flip it down, secure it, and then, since I didn't say it earlier, we're going to just angle that there. And that is your 2007 Voyager Class Ironhide in his robot mode. And robot mode for Ironhide is really nice. For coming off the heels of Cybertron, the 2007 movies at least did a decent job at catching the on-screen details. Granted, they're all flat looking, but as a rendition of the '07 Ironhide, it's not bad. I'm loving the whole metallically blue that's going on with the figure, just to make some of those details pop. And yeah, just to get into comparisons right now, here he is with his 2010 Hunt for the Decepticons Deluxe class figure. This is where the whole blue bits do ruin the figure. I hate the soft blue that this figure has compared to the dark metallic one Ironhide has. And here he is with the '07 Leader Class Optimus Prime, as well as the '07 Concept Camaro Bumblebee. And that's not a bad scale between the two of them, or the three of them, I should say. Pardon me. So, he does have a gimmick when it comes to his cannons. I'm going to pop this one off because it's where it houses a lot of it. So, he comes with missiles. That's cat hair on the cannon. We're going to pop them in right here. And the way it works is you can either take it off or leave it on Ironhide's one arm. So we're going to flip that bit up. I'm going to take this cannon on his right arm off. And this all just slides right there. Use that tab to hold it all together. And he has little push missiles. It's hard to see, but he can shoot all 4 missiles, like so. Granted, it's not as strong as one would like when it comes to missiles, but it still counts. And obviously he has his automorph gimmick that all the figures had. Here you go. And I'm just going to smack the camera. I'm just going to take that off for now. Articulation for Ironhide is pretty good, actually. Head is on a swivel. Can do a whole 360. Arms, they can go out that far before hitting stuff. Can go all around pretty much. That's with colliding with everything. He's got a bicep, 90 degrees bend at the elbow, as well as a wrist rotation. Nothing at the waist, technically. His legs, they can go forward that far. They can go back that far. They can go out that far. With a 90-degree bend at the knee. And nothing at the ankles. Which, you know what, that is more than okay for me. Now, if you're like me who wants to collect old toys such as the movies, then, at least for me, I definitely do say pick up this Ironhide. I know some of us have a certain collection these days, and for me, my biggest goal is to own every 2007 movie toy. That is my biggest goal. This is my personal favorite line of toys, and over time, I do have intentions on having a full collection. If you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.